Yes, I'm doing great. And thanks for asking. What about you? How have you been doing so far?
Yes, I'm doing also well. There's no complaining. So tell me, early in the morning after getting, early in the morning, what have you done today?
My morning was pretty ordinary. I didn't do anything special because, as usual, I just prepared my meal. Okay, breakfast. And yeah, now I'm here with you.
That's great.
How are you
So
doing?
I'm going to ask you a few questions, and it will be related spoken English, right?
Yeah, I'm ready for that.
Thank you. So nowadays, what are you doing to improve your English? May I know?
Yes, of course. So nowadays, actually, I am just trying to be a consistent because I observe this thing when you are doing anything with consistency, then you can reach up to the mark, right? And if you are not do like if you are forecasting the things, then you can't get result as per your expectations. So that is very important. And other thing is that inculcating new habit that is a reading. Actually, I used to read books. It was during the school time or college time. That time I had a habit of reading book, but
Mm-hmm.
yeah, after getting married, I don't find some leisure time for that. So somewhere I was lacking to read book, but now again, when I started learning this language, then I find yes, reading is reading play a vital role when you are going to learn this language, right? So this is
Yes.
something I am doing.
Of course, I would say like reading is a really very very important part of every learner. And if you have been through reading way, so you're going to learn many things like vocabulary, right? Sentence, constructions, and the most important part of doing such activities in your day-to-day life, you're going to learn like how to use preposition, conjunction, right? Grammar parts into your spoken English. And this is very imperative for you to help you to recalling the vocabulary into your new conversation, right? So
Yes.
most of the people are unable to do this because they do not have the idea and better strategy.
Mm. You are not learning only grammar and sentence structure and vocab and idiom phrases. You are learning many more. Like we can consider books are our true friend, and it's really I observe because it's a kind of Pandora box. So if you
Yeah,
want to, yeah, if you want to gain your knowledge, if you want to like increase your knowledge, so books are books are there, so you can just explore your area, or you can explore all these things.
ये live
Like
है देखो तो.
yeah, if I uh, if I give you example, so there are many great personality, and they always say that I am a like a bomb, and I am a fond of reading book. That's why now I explore lots of things, and I got lots of experience from reading books. And then now I am able to I am sitting here and I am able to express all these things, and I know all these area, and like everything I know, and I gain all the knowledge from the book, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes, you are
So if
right.
you want to explore new thing, and if you want to be a great personality, then you need to inculcate reading book, right? Habit of reading books. It's very
Yeah,
mandatory. Yeah.
I would say like making habit of reading. It's not that much easy because it's very difficult to sustain any habits for a long time. And those learners are so capable to establishing, yeah, continue their habit, to read any books. So they are going to have more and more benefit, really, because you are going to learn the somebody's opinions about multiple matters of life, and as well as you are going to learn how to talk to people. The most important part of every individual's life to learn how to communicate with the people, right? And many more things into this matters, I would say. So books will give you the plenty of knowledge regarding spoken English and external knowledge. I mean, additional knowledge you are going to gather also through the reading way, right?
Yes, very true. I am 100%, with you. I like agree with your points because books play a vital role in our life and in terms of learning any skill. Right? If let me give you one example, like if you want to know about something, our country, our ancient India or medieval India, what had happened. So if you read that book, right, then you can get knowledge about that, like the actual thing, like what had happened earlier, right? So
Yes.
that's why, yeah, reading is very important for each and every person.
Yeah, if I talk about, my opinions, like having, early results and early improvement in your communication. So you have to, make habit of reading multiple books. Okay, because if you are being able to sustain your interest level while reading any books, it's quite, beneficial for you upcoming time as well,
Mhm.
because you are going to learn somebody's opinions and the strategy what they used to apply in their initial times to become fluent into this language. This language has become the barrier nowadays. The most of people are suffering on learning, right, and they are unable to fulfill their each desires because of barrier of this language, right? So we have to do this, right? I know if you follow any good things, it will never give you that much, happiness. This is the reality of universe, right? That would be more important of your life. That will never give you that much happiness. So sometimes you have to convince yourself, no, this is very important for your life, and you have to do this deliberately, right? Literally, you have to do this. So somewhere, so-
Okay.
sorry, some somewhere I
Okay. What happened?
sorry. Actually, something happened beside me, so I get laugh. Okay, sorry for that. So somewhere I have to be a serious for that. Okay, and we have to take as a prominent part of our life. Then only we can reach, where you want to see self in upcoming times, right?
Yes, of course. And I would like to ask to you one question here.
Yes.
What do you think? We should read any kind of book, any kind of genre, or we should just select like one particular genre to read? So, what do you think? What should we do?
Yeah, actually, I believe, to just finish, at least the one book, whether it would be so difficult for you, but you have, you must, finish at least one books within a month, yeah, like here, not here, but either within a month, I would say,
Yes.
because it's not about like you're going through the only one book, you have finished the only one book. No, while finishing these books, you are going to learn many more things, right?
Mhm, mhm,
It's obvious things, the books is the better strategy to reminding the your vocabulary what you learned previously. Most of the person always forget what he learned earlier by any ways, right?
mhm,
Because they do not have the inculcate as a habit of reading. It's obvious thing the one sentence has been constructed through multiple equal vocabulary, similar vocabulary, right? So while reading, you are going to meet that vocabulary everywhere. So this would be the better reminder for you to keep aliving that memory for a long time, right?
yes.
That's the reason I always recommend to many co-learners you must have some habit of reading books. In this time, what happens? Many beginners are going through very hi-fi, standard book. this is the beyond of their capacity. They are unable to understand, easily any sentence. So I will recommend don't go through very hi-fi and standard book. You have to been through any normal, yeah, general, books like 2 class, 3 class books. So that will maintain your interest level and easily you can finish, right?
Yes. And in this way, you can also check your level. Like when you are start reading books, and if you start, reading book like any author's book, and if you don't understand while you are reading, if you don't understand, the author's view, what they want to say, so that time you just need to, hold back yourself and just read it consistently. And if you find like it is difficult, for you to understand, then just start reading any, as you told, class books, like that standard should be third, fourth, fifth, like that. And just try to understand all these things. And in this way you can check your level, like if you are able to understand like a third or fourth class book, children's book, then you can find yourself, yes, you are a kind of, intermediate level of, like a speaker. And if you don't understand the thing, then you can consider yourself, now I have to work hard, because I am a kind of, beginner level. So in this case you can check your level and just try to improve every day. Just try to, put your all efforts. And once you start understanding the language of books, then you can, you can learn lots of things. You can like what can gather lots of, like words and grammar where you are struggling to make right sentences. So in this way you can improve and you can improve your grammar as well. Because if you are going to read book, then there are lots of grammars, rules, and right sentence structure are there. Then you can observe that, and you can follow that book, and also you can implement in your day to day life, right?
Yes, yes.
Then
In
we
this
can
time, you
start.
can say, yes, carry on.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, so in this type, I would like to raise some matters related to spoken English. The beginner are suffering through multiple, problems related to grammars. They have a huge, confusions. You know, should I should I read firstly grammars or should I start to speak English with the people? So here I'm going to let me clear like learning grammar it's not a big challenge or big deal for anyone. First you have to understand how to communicate with the people. If it's obvious things like multiple people would have been done basic things into their schooling time, right? Schooling time like they must had been through grammar portion as well, right? Into their classes. So there is no need to again, go to these other stuff. You have to learn how to communicate with the people in a normal way, right? And it's obvious things when you start speaking with the people. So you have been through a broken statement, broken sentence, right? So people have the very bad behavior of feeling offended if they start making mistakes in front of any person. So they start feeling offended for self like oh my god I'm making a multiple mistake in my conversation, so what will happen, what about my what I say like images, right, my reputation, they start considering like that nonsense things because considering self superior and considering self about like I'm the reputed person. So this doesn't work. It doesn't work. You have to treat yourself as a beginner, as a student. It doesn't matter how old are you in this time, right? You just forget your age, your your personal life. You start treating as a student of yourself, and this is the way you can work upon, right? You can stay for a long time over this journey. Otherwise, you can't do this, right? So considering self as student, it will help you to tackle out multiple obstacles, and in order to learn this language very quickly, I would say you have to remove multiple confusion and suspiciousness, right, inside of your mind. If I will make many mistakes, so people will make fun of me, nothing will happen, because only those people are making fun of others who are nothing in front of you, right? So they
Yes, yes.
always try to hurt you by using multiple wrong statement about you, right?
Agree, agree. I agree with your point because whenever you are going to learn any skill, not only spoken English, any skill, then uh, when you embark your first, journey, so there, there would be your first day, and you know, you will be a beginner at that time, right? So
Yes,
just accept that truth. Like now, I am a beginner. I have to learn. Yes, and while you are going to learning, then you must make mistake. Because without making mistake, you can't learn any skill, right? So I
yes,
would say, yeah, we just start speaking. We just start practice your output instead of staring at the blank page, right?
yes,
So yeah, making mistake is natural thing, but we need to learn every day. How can I improve myself day by day? Right, that is important. If you are making mistake, doesn't matter, but every day you just try to improve. You just try to grow. Right, that will
yes.
work. Yeah, that will work. So
Yeah,
don't
yeah, you're right.
try to show up. Just work on that and grow. Try to grow every day. Just try to take one step ahead. Right.
Yes, you're right. Absolutely right. Okay, so I think today is enough. I think we should end up now. And
Yes.
this live is really going well. I'm really enjoy these live sessions with you. And today we both have discussed a lot of things relevant, matters related to spoken English, right? So hope so many learners, many learners are learning many things from this content, right?
Yes, and I am very glad having this conversation on live. This is my first live, I would say, and I was very unknown about this, live session. So I think I learned how we can come on live, and yes, because many people was petrified when we all know like the Skype is going to shut down. So every people was just petrified like what will happen. Then that time I had told you like where there is will there is way. So we can say now we have we have already find our way, right? So
Yeah,
now we don't need to worry and go with flow, right?
yeah. Actually, I have been into this very long time, but that time I was not able to find this way. But finally today, I again, took some decisions like let's see again we should, start exploring how to work, and finally I got,
Yeah,
I
I
got
was
it.
getting a great experience. Yeah, so now we can say like we can carry on our conversation, our practice, right? So we will not going to stop, right?
Yes,
So yes, it was a great conversation and lovely talking with you. Okay, we will
yes,
conduct this until then. Have a great
yes.
day ahead. Bye.
Thank you so much for being, being joined, being connected with me to the live session. I'm really glad to having you as a session, as a companion to practice this language. Thank you so much. Okay,
Yeah,
so we will
likewise.
meet once
Bye.
next time.
Of course.